Good morning, Africa. Good morning, universe. Good morning, world. My name is Barrister Pink Republic, aka the Princess of Umoko, and welcome to the Pink Republic TV show. This is a live TV show. We are streaming live from Facebook. And stay tuned. There's a security expert. His name is Ambassador Oamien. He's on his way. He's very close to the venue. I can assure you he's coming. Let us talk about security. Security, how we're going to secure ourselves. And I noticed that he was also raising funds for ex-military officials that are in the hospital. So these are the things we are going to talk about. But before he comes, there's a lot of things we need to talk about. Talking about spreading lies, false information. I had somebody was saying that the robot story is an artificial intelligence they made with the founder, the new CEO of WhatsApp, Elon Musk. That was not real. That it was false. So who started the false story? Who started the rumor that they will now have wife robots? Who started that story? They are saying that it's not real. That story is not real. So who started the story? And all this false information, people like gossip. The one that did not send them, they will say. The one they send them, they will not say. Look at how the whole internet was buzzing about it, and it turned out to be a false information. False information. Wow, this is terrible. A lot is going on in this Nigeria. My heart goes out to the family of Saint Obi, who passed on, and I've been seeing a lot of stories about his failed marriage and how his ex-wife refused him from seeing his children. I've been reading a lot. I didn't know that this guy you be seeing handsome and acting very lovely roles, that the guy has been going through a lot. He died in his sister's place somewhere in the north, and the news broke around like on Monday. And also Mafia for Labi, a very star. Everybody's a well-known patient. I've seen him once before. I've seen Saint Obi before. I've met Saint Obi before. I've also met this Mafia for Labi. You know, we that go for our red carpet events, we meet them all the time. So we meet people, okay? So the guy, that Mafia for Labi, the guy has presence. That's the thing I can tell you. The guy got presence. You know, I can't believe that he slipped and fell in his bathroom. That was a very trap. Nobody prayed to die in any way. People were like, oh, put masks in your. Look, people take they take precautions. You understand? People take precautions. But it's just like when somebody's time is right, small thing that will just make the person will just die. You know, so we have to be very, very careful about how we go about spreading false rumors. You never can tell. There might be protector in his bathtub and all that. It just happened. It just happened. So my heart goes out to. I even had other people also die, but I really don't know them that much. But my heart also goes out to their family. It's not easy to lose a loved one. It's not easy. I can tell you for free. Because when I lost my mother, I thought the world has ended. Let me open the door for my guests. They are coming in, so that they will not find it hard to open the door. They're very, very close. So what I'm trying to say is that death is not something we can say, oh yeah, this person will still die. It's only when somebody with terminal illness that we can determine when the person dies. Even some people say with terminal illness, all of a sudden God will just restore them their health. You can't program all these things. So all these things we use our mouth to say. You can't determine when somebody will die or when somebody will live. It's God that determines all these things, you know. So we should be very careful how we spread false rumors, how we carry details about things we know nothing about. You know, and somebody now will not tell me that God is not existing. It's a miracle that we wake up every morning and we are here saying good morning to people, saying good afternoon to people, saying good. Some people said good morning and they died in the afternoon. Yes, that's the truth. Some people, yes, I'm telling you the truth. Some people died in the said good morning, woke up, the miracle. But on their way they had an accident or they ate poison or one or two things. So sometimes like this, there's no excuse for anything. It's just God that is just pushing us through. God is just seeing us through, I'm telling you. It's God that is helping us. So, things that we are going through in this world, it's not easy. It's not easy. This life, when they say life is not balanced, it's not balanced. Just sleep and fell in the bathtub. And I heard it was even MC Olomo that who dashed him that house. You know, like a gift because of what he has been contributing to the entertainment industry. It's so bad though. I really felt so sad. It's not like back to back. The next thing we don't say, they said another female Yoruba actress also died. But I could not get her name. That is the truth. I could not get her name. May God help and grant them, their family, strength to bear all the losses. But what I was reading about Okhidievbie, even me, I was shocked. Shocked to my bone marrow. I can't believe that guy like that is going through hell. The guy was going through things in his life that nobody can even expect that he was going through. Okhidievbie. I had to go back to YouTube to watch one of his movies, the one I watched. And something with Mona Lisa Chinda, where Mona Lisa Chinda owns all this roadside with Obi, that actress Obi, one dark lady they call Obi. Yes, they all own kiosks where they sell food. So I think the name of the food is my Moonshine or something like that. Here she charmed Okhidievbie with pepper soup and Choma, what's the name? Choma, that Choma. The black Choma was Okhidievbie's wife in that movie. I went back to that movie. Okhidievbie have presence when it comes to delivering speech. There are some things people will go through, even you will wonder, say, what happened, what transpired? What happened, what transpired? But see, let me tell you what you don't understand about this life. I always ask people that, what have you contributed in this life that people will say they know you for? They are calling people's names, obviously, this one, that one. What do people know you for? The other day in Anambra State, a woman used pistol to pound the face of a 9-year-old just because the child carried her child and the child fell off from her hand. Now ask yourself, is 9-year-old the age to go and be serving people in people's houses? That is not the age to be doing all that now. A 9-year-old should be in school or in the house of her parents. If you want to start doing all this, they call it house cures or this thing. You be above 18, 9 years old. 9 years. You see the way they pound the face of that child. They don't have conscience. I don't know how people do it. Can you discipline your own child like that? Why not discipline that child the way you can discipline your own child? How for people? People just have one kind of heartless mind. This happened in Anambra State. Then the other one, a widow, they bathed the body and gave it to her to drink. Thank God the women affairs commissioner in Anambra, she's really working. She look at things that are going on in the community. I'm very happy that her mind is sound about all the things going on in the community. What is going on? Where is our mindset that you cannot treat another human being like your own? A 9-year-old child. A 9-year-old child is doing housemaid and you are happy that she's doing housemaid for you. Don't you have conscience to go say, okay, let me sponsor this child? Let the child attend the school, or my child will be attending, so that both of them will be together. Let it be that my child have protection. Why carry child? If you want to spank a child, I always say people, just small, bum or hand. But all those bodily harm is a crime. It's a crime. What you are doing is a crime. You cause body harm. Look at all the puff face you gave a small child. And you still sit down there. The man in the house, what was he doing when a child was treated like that? And that was why I always like when they arrest them and arrest the man, because the man must be aware. He cannot say, I am not aware, or I'm going out all the time. And the man is aware, I can tell you for free. Because there is no how you will not see your house set up of poor face and you will not ask questions. What is going on? Where is our humanity, our human mind? Earlier this week, Earlier this week, Shehu Kuti was arrested for assaulting a police officer. In short, the matter was going back and forth because all of a sudden, I heard that the police officer that he slapped is in coma. And from the story I read, I learned that the same officer, they traced him to Shehu Kuti's house and they settled it. I think the 12,000 was. So I'm wondering where did the faint and coma come in? I'm still putting my head like all together. So according to I will quote Zebejiro concerning St. Obi's marriage, and the caption reads, "When his marriage crumbled, it really affected him, and he never recovered from the shock till death." This Zebejiro speaks on the demise of actor St. Obi. Prolific filmmaker Zebejiro says the collapse of the deceased veteran actor Obinna Nwafọ, aka St. Obi's marriage, affected him so much and that the actor never recovered from the shock until his death. Speaking in an interview with Vanguard, Ejiro said Obi couldn't survive the shock of living apart from his family. Obi told me a couple of times that his marriage was crumbling and it was eating him up. He was a family man, somebody that loved to stay with his kids and build a happy home. But when his marriage crumbled, it really affected him and he never recovered from the shock till death. When a man is not together with his family, he will be depressed. No man wants to go into that kind of situation and be happy. So that contributed to his death. Ejiro stated that he received a call from St. Obi 2 weeks before his death, where he intimated him about his protracted illness. 2 weeks before his demise, my phone rang, I'm quoting Zebejiro, and it was St. Obi on the other end. I asked him where he had been, that everybody had been looking for him. That was when he told me that he had been down and was admitted to a hospital. He added that he had done multiple surgeries and his condition wasn't improving. His elder sister then made arrangements to move him to Jos, where he could be given proper treatment. That was the last time we spoke, as I promised to reach out to him again, but I never did, as the next thing I heard was that Obi is no more. This Zebejiro narrating it. Last week, movie producer Zik Zulu Okafor released an article where he narrated how actor St. Obi's marriage took him away from his friends and acting. Okafor, who is also a former president of the Association of Movie Producers of Nigeria, revealed that the actor's wife was a top executive in a telecommunication company, and her siblings always saw the actor as a gold digger. He alleged that St. Obi was always harassed by his wife's siblings, and is eventually led to the end of the marriage. Okafor disclosed that the actor's health deteriorated mid last year before his eventual death. So you see the St. Obi, you see happy, smiling. The guy was going through a lot. And that is why I always tell people to be kind, especially on social media, with your words, with your write-up, and with your reply. Sometimes when you see somebody posting a very nice picture, when you see somebody post a very nice picture, you don't even know what is going through that person's mind. But you will just write a very nasty comment under it. And you will go back smiling that you have told this person off. That's, we should learn to be nice with words. We should learn when we have nothing to see, just do ha 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 or just laugh it out. Because if we are not nice and kind with words, this is the repercussion. The repercussion is that a lot of people might end up being suicidal because they don't know who to turn to. Some friends are no longer friends. All they do now is to do tatafo, how to get the scoop and how to send it to one media houses or the other. I'm a media person. People send me a lot of scoop, but I don't publish. Because for me, what's the gain in it? Try to get views and traffic. I'm okay with what I am. But there are some things I don't think I want to publish. Because that might drive that person to suicide. So we should be very, very careful. So, according to, after Shehu Kuti's arrest, they said they went to his house to search around, and I think they found a gun. So now the lawyer is replying and saying, I'm unaware police seized Shehu Kuti's gun license. Olamide Adeyinka Fusika San, counsel for embattled Afrobeat star Shehu Kuti, has said that he is unaware the police seized his client's gun license. A source who informed Punch about the seized gun license has said the officers that searched Shehu Kuti's home on Tuesday only found a gun license and they seized it. I can confirm that the command is currently working on revoking the license. However, Olumide stated that there is no link between his client's case of assaulting a policeman and a gun license. He said, regrettably, I am not aware of this. However, license is not a gun. A gun license is a mere piece of paper authorizing the bearer or license to own and have possession of a specific piece of arm, in bracket gun. Besides, what's the connection between the allegation of slapping a policeman and police seizure of his gun license? What is the correlation? I'm also asking people. What is the correlation? Hey! Let me give you people news. In case you didn't see the video, I want to play one video for you. Let me use the other one connected to the speaker. Let me see. I think Tunde. Is it Tunde Ednod? Okay, let me go to Linda Okhidievbie. Let me see if she have the video. I have the video, but I've not uploaded it. Where an NTA staff was reading news and the banner fell on her. Okay, let me go to Linda Okhidievbie or Tunde Ednod. One of them must have that video. I know that Linda Okhidievbie might have it.
Alright.
And can you watch? Can you see? Let me put it. Wait. Let me.
Alright.
I'm coming. I want to start this video from the beginning. Wait. Why is it pausing? I'm wondering why it's pausing. Let me go to Tunde Ednod. He might have the video. I said laugh. Laugh wanted to, guys. I'm sure the lady was the way the lady ran away. It just hit her like village people. The way she ran away. That's the thing that really made me laugh. I wanted to get it. I want to get it right. I want people to enjoy the video the way I enjoy it, because I laugh at Aya. I laugh at her. Why is it not? Is it that they've used broom to chase them away? This video must play today. I said, let me go to. You must play today. If you don't want to play, I will make sure I play you. You must play today. Because I don't know if you saw that video. So see, today they are still using banner. hang the banner well and let it not fall on somebody. If you say the woman run, you think that village people they are chasing her like another thing. Yeah, the woman ran 440. The woman ran 440. It's not as if they use evil, they call it evil broom. It's not as if they use evil broom to chase the woman away. I laugh, I tire. It's as if they use one evil broom to tell the woman that if you come back here to read news again, we will deal with you. That was how that video was. I laughed. I know it's not good to laugh when something happened to somebody. But that video, I was not in a good mood yesterday. But that video made me laugh. I played it more than 5 times. And I was just laughing. I could not stop laughing. I watched this video. I was like, what happened? Is it a whole NTA? Is it a God have mercy? Hey, you will play, oh. I must find a way to play this video. Let me check Tunde Edmond. He's supposed to have this video. He likes posting. He likes posting. Let me see if he posts it. This is strange. Which other person post this thing? Let me check. Is it Gossip Me? There's one I'm seeing here. Gossip Me. For now, I'm just seeing it on Linda's page. I wanted people to get a feel of how the team make the lady. Just be watching. You see the way our village people will use broom and chase her away. God forgive me, I'm laughing. I was in a bad mood yesterday for this video. Sorry for the lady that she injured. Sorry, but the way she ran, the way she shot, Jesus, it was as if they use evil broom to chase her. Hey, but is this not a call? Is it not a call for the government to pay attention of their TV station? When you hear of NTA in those days, my mother do carry, my mother worked in broadcasting stations. But you see NTA, my mother will be sketching all their blouses. Huh? What happened here? What is going on here? What is going on? This is life. She's reading news in Yoruba, they call it Iroyin. And the thing does it on her. So just in case you didn't understand what has happened, let me put it again for you people.
Ó sọ̀rọ̀ ìdánilójú yìí ní Ògùtà nígbà tó ń ṣèdè ibẹ̀ omi àdágún Ògùtà.
Don't mind internet, they are pausing the this thing. They don't want us to play it again. We will play it for them.
Jẹ́ tó gbọ̀dọ̀ jàrá ní ìpínlẹ̀ náà. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ ìdánilójú yìí ní Ògùtà.
Just in case you missed the first one, let's put it for you.
Àdágún Ògùtà.
You know, looking like for once I thought it was a comedy skit. For once I thought it was a comedy skit. I thought somebody was doing comedy skit with NTA. And the background was looking so old that I thought it was a throwback. It was a throwback video. I never knew maybe it's recent. That thing was not looking new. But that is terrible. Hazard. That is a hazardous. It proves how dangerously our Nigerian journalists are exposed to danger. Our Nigerian journalists are exposed to danger. Can we do what BBC and other big networks do? In war, most of the footages that we have Most of the footages that we have now about the Biafran war and so many other kind of war, it was the BBC and some international people that recorded it. They were in the forefront with bulletproof vests, so many things to guard themselves. Our journalists in Nigeria, what is the provision? What provision do they have for them to secure their lives? Do they have insurance? This is terrible. Live television. I know we are laughing, but let's look at the other side of it. This is terrible. I can't believe it. When I say somebody cannot believe it. Live television. That kind of thing will hit somebody on the head. Migraine, will I head correct to come and read the news again? She will be shaking now. Do you know the trauma? Even she was even reading from a paper. By now, they usually have this this thing. I remember when I signed on for Sound City before I now said I can't continue because of I have to go back to school. There's usually this projector you read from now. There's usually this projector you read from. As per that time, till now somebody still reading from paper. Because I head is down. I head his head down. She's supposed to be looking and be speaking, professionally. And did she react for that news? Because I heard his head down, all true. A broadcaster supposed to be wrapping some in her head, look and also look once in a while. But all I saw her doing is even reading through her. So she was not even paying attention. Maybe that thing must have given noise, sound behind. May God help her. I hope she's okay. Hey! This is a serious issue. May God deliver us. So, I'll call it the wing. If you see the billions of naira they spent, they want to launch the wing, the medical wing of the presidential. I want to bring out the story. Nigeria, we have money. In Nigeria, we are not poor. It's our mindset that is poor. There's money because sometimes the amount of millions they call in Nigeria, they shake you, say, where is the money coming from? Well, Nigeria will be saying, no, we don't have money, we borrow money. But some small things. In short, there's sometimes they're supposed to even declare in Nigeria that everybody help the government build road, build hospital, government hospital, concessor it out. You see Nigeria will grow. Because sometimes the big money we hear is always putting us off. Like, are you sure we are part of this? Are you sure we are part of this world? I want to bring out that particular story before we go over to Meghan Markle. What happened to Lady Diana almost happened to Meghan Markle and Harry. Paparazzi chasing them here and here. I want to bring out that story. See me, I can clean off things. Don't mind me. I'm trying to bring out that story. Buhari is going to unveil the medical wing. Yesterday they said there was a video going around. Last man officer slapped a civilian, and the guy was recording. I was calling his name. So the President Buhari to inaugurate presidential VIP wing of the state. You can come in. House Medical Center. It will happen on Friday. You can come in. Our guest is there. You can come in. Come and sit down. Okay. I want to read it because it's not a small thing. The money that was invested in this thing will be small. As a demonstration of his commitment to advancing healthcare management in the country, President Muhammadu Buhari will on Friday, May 19, inaugurate the state-of-the-art presidential VIP wing of the State House Medical Center. Let me tell you one funny thing. Now, billions of naira they use build this medical center. It is not 1 naira. It is not million. Billions of naira. And they say what? Presidential wing. That means I hope that after they built this one, no other president will be telling us that they want to go and check their teeth or their ear or their eye in their blood. I hope so. Can come in. Yes, I hope that after they launch this medical thing, that it will not affect that every time they want a leave to go and check with their doctor somewhere, because we spend billions. Our billions must show, and it is to take care of our presidents. So they should not be telling us. So on Friday after inauguration, I don't want to hear that anybody travel out of the country. They will all be here with us. As we are going to clinic, they go to clinic. We spend billions, not millions. Please pay attention. It is billions we spent. In Nigeria, we have money. We have money. Let's tell the whole world there's money in Nigeria. It's how we spend it that we have. Check. Did you people watch that video? Hey, Labour Party in court. How they carry person, grandpapa, no be papa, carry a man like that. Nah, this politics, there must be something inside this politics that everybody want to choke head. Me, I have to choke head though. Bless, I have to go find one party. Which party now? I have to think. Which party? It must be a party where they give better money. I have to think of it. So that they are bundling me out of court to be making sense. Something must be there that people are choking their head in politics up and down. So Bobrisky shows off 15 million naira in cash that her boyfriend sent to her. And I'm wondering that people don't know that sometimes when you show off this money in cash, yes, you have proved to us that you can carry 15 million in cash, but something called money laundering exists in Nigeria. There's a limited amount of cash that we can walk about in Nigeria. So we should take note when you are flaunting your money, trying to tell us that even some people, 15 million is their last, and that's what they are using to shout. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Is that 15 million though? But she's carrying it, having it in cash. But sometimes when you try to flaunt for us, please always pay attention that there are laws in Nigeria, and there's something called money laundering. You don't have to keep such an amount of money in your possession. Please go and read it up about how much cash you can handle in Nigeria, because if you are caught, you'll be liable and there are fines attached to it, either imprisonment or bail. Please don't get yourself in trouble trying to flaunt for us on the social media. By the grace of God, we upcoming billionaires, we are going to make it. Do you understand? But we are not going to flaunt the money on the internet like that. 15 million, 9 be some people who use the con spray for us on internet. Only 15 million in their account, but she said they gave her in cash. Please, let's pay attention to that. There are laws, there are still laws existing in this country. Now who they cash? Now who they cash? I don't tell people now. Now let's go for the final one. You know the way people have been slapping themselves from police officer to civilian. It's like Ula Bianca from that, one from that one in Anambra State, Bianca, our beautiful queen. The one on Mamadu, like say that infection is still there around because the way everybody is slapping themselves, everybody is angry. So let's go back to the last story. Is about Meghan Markle and Meghan Markle. In short, the same paparazzi that almost killed Diana, they were in the same situation. So Prince Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle, and her mother were involved in a near catastrophic car chase after being followed by paparazzi in New York. The incident occurred after the couple attended the Women of Vision Award ceremony in New York on Tuesday, May 16. Last night, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Miss Raglan, was involved in a near catastrophic car chase at the hands of a ring of highly aggressive paparazzi. This was the same thing Harry's mother went through, and some of these paparazzi, they're not paying attention that people's life too at risk. What do you want snap? How many times will you snap it? You don't be seeing their camera. Even you can go blind. Okay? So this relentless pursuit lasting over 2 hours. They've been pursuing them 2 hours resulted in a multiple near collision involving other drivers on the road, pedestrian and 2 NYPD New York Police Department officers. That is the spokesperson said in a statement. While being a public figure comes with a level of interest from the public, it should never come at the cost of anyone's safety. Dissemination of this image, given the ways in which they were obtained, encourages a high intrusive practice that is dangerous to all involved. I wanted to read this part so that, because today our security expert, Ambassador Oamien, is here. Oamien, I hope I got it. Oamien is here. He's a security expert. He's going to tell us how we're going to secure ourselves. Look at paparazzi almost killed somebody. So I will sit down and I will bring you in live. If you're in your house, don't start clapping because he wants to secure your life too. Please, let's clap for him, please. So sit down here live and put the pink pill on you. We need to stain your white small.
Excellent.
Let's put the one that will match your clothes. There's black, okay? Yeah, so hold it down so that you're not pressing it. So you're welcome to the Pink Republic TV show. As you can see him, he's our some people inbox me. Let's say they like all the sugar daddy thing. This guy handsome. Let's say when he's young. He handsome very well. Some girls, they use icy my man. So thank you for coming to our show. And it's important for us to talk about security. You know why? Nigeria is facing insecurity. And the second thing I want us to speak about is our officers. I saw you raising funds for some officers. Are they retired officers?
Yeah, military veterans.
Yes. So I would like you to introduce yourself, then we continue with the conversation, please.
Okay, thank you everyone. My name is Ambassador Dr. Oamien Okhidievbie. I am the National Secretary for Retired Members of Nigerian Armed Forces. I'm the Group CEO, August I Security Services, and the Chairman, Christian Ventures.
Use your mic, please.
Thank you very much.
Only one person, Ambassador Doctor. Is it easy? How many gowns did you pose with? You pose with one with flat hair and you pose with the other one with this one. I can just imagine your parlor full with pictures and medals. Now let's go down to business. Insecurity in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Now the insecurity now I want us to base it on is on the attack from civilians to officers and officers to civilians. That is the clear reality now. Is that people are angry, but we don't know why they are angry. Because some people will ask you, I don't know why I'm angry. Because why? They've been protected by security officers all their lives, and they never come in contact with danger. Why some people in their life, in the marketplace, they meet different kind of officers. You know, in Lagos we have the IOA. They fight, they quarrel, they do a lot. So how are we going to help people restrain themselves from being violent from the two sides? I want you to put it from the two sides. Now I guess they are watching me.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
One of the places I like to look at is the people.
Yes.
You will notice that over the years, people have become disgruntled. People have disgruntled because one of the things that causes disgruntlement is personal intelligence without opportunity of deploying your intelligence. So you see, so many people are doing the Jackpot syndrome. Those that cannot, they are so aggrieved, they are so angry inside because they are not as dull as the country made them look. They are not as useless as everyone says they are. I believe I can do something. I have my one hand, my hands, my leg, my one head, my everything. And those that I think I'm better than, they are more opportune because maybe they are connected. So that being connected before you can deploy your intelligence, before you can achieve anything, is already creating anger in people. Another thing that is creating internal aggression in Nigerians is that the system. The system in Nigeria tends to favor the elites. So you may be out of the circle of the elite, and you are facing so much battering, so much the economy is staring you negatively, your business is not favored, the different kinds of law enforcement in the country, they are even multiplying and regulating, dual regulation, the same tax that somebody will collect from another one will come and collect it tomorrow, and your business is not getting any grants, you know, you are not even getting outlets to sell, to do any kind of thing, and just a little of that intelligence outside the country, you see results. So people are pained. So one of the opportunity to express that was that NSAS time. You could see that people were just angry, not only with the police. The police was just a meddling point, because the police is the interface to execute the law. So if I want to deal with you, I send the police.
Yeah. True.
So those are the interface. So if you now look at why the country itself does not work, that is the police, the agencies, you will understand that from like 20 years ago, I've been speaking about this. All the people that have been sent to the police college, they don't have personal interest to the police officer.
But they lack jobs.
They were sent, no. People send someone there, you see if you get him, don't get him. People send lists to the IG, to the Police Service Commission, 20, 30 people, and some they will tell you he can't read. You say teach him. In the police college where your intelligence is supposed to be top notch, because you are coming against an intelligent, criminally minded society. So you want to articulate superior intelligence, you must first of all have some basic intelligence before you get into the police college. You will hear quota system, you will hear the census population count has been thwarted, so that certain communities have higher numbers, so they can take higher numbers in quota system. You know, then look at the deployment in the police before you get promoted, before you get deployed to where you can make money. You know, so all of those things have really clamped down on the opportunity to deploy proper policing, because policing is for the people. You are supposed to make my society livable. You are supposed to enjoy taxes that I pay, which comes to you as salary. You are supposed to know that your salary is my tax. So we are in partnership to make sure I do business to make more money and pay my tax, so government cannot owe you salaries. So you are not working for the government. You are part of the government working for me, the citizens that is paying tax. So the police curriculum too, where they lecture them, there is so much superior ownership in their training. You know, there is the guise of looking at human rights, the human being, his rights. You know, it has been downplayed. You know, so you just hear, go and bring that bagger. Even in the military, we just look at the civilian with that eye. And all of these things, if you look at the apex opportunity for abuse of human rights, is the judiciary. The judiciary is supposed to call to order. If I am abused as a citizen, I go to court. In the court, the law will be read, and the consequences will be applied to whoever breaks it. You know, so if you look at that triangle, it's like a checkmate on the agencies to make sure they don't abuse the human rights of the citizen. So even if I get disgruntled or anything, you are already preaching the law to me. And moreover, technology, that's why I talked about the curriculum. If I refuse to stop my car, you don't need to pursue me, break my head, and you just need to call up another unit that is in front. You know, or you just get my number plate. You can disable my BVN from there. You can disable everything that I do, where I work, where I live. You can get it. You know, so I think it's a lot of training that we need to do.
This is serious. So I saw you raising funds for ex-military men. Now, I think it's important, you know what I'm saying? If the people coming in see the way the people that have retired end up, they might not have the interest of the citizens at heart anymore. They'll be looking for how they can make it now, so that, and save for the rainy day. So tell me, why were you raising funds for them, so that we know?
Okay.
So just in case of other people
Yes,
to
yes.
them.
You know, when I left the Nigerian, I was in the special forces, you know,
Okay.
and when I left was two major reasons. One of it was our kitting.
Okay.
I discovered that at a point we started to buy kits for ourselves.
Yes.
You know, in the Nigerian army that I heard from, that I joined, it became an aberration. You know, then the medical. We got to a point where you go to the medical care as a serving soldier, and you'll be asked that, okay, these are the sickness you have, but they don't have this drug, they don't have this drug. So you need to go and buy those drugs.
From where
You know, I think I just came back from Bakassi. Then I went for amphibious training and deployment, and I just saw that we had this hepatitis from
Hepatitis.
water. Yes. So we did all the tests, everything. Okay, you need to buy this drug. You need to buy this drug. I said, come on, it's time to leave. You know, and I have some challenges with my eyes because I was also in the bomb school at Makurdi, so all the explosives and everything.
Thank God it didn't affect the face. I hope you marry your wife first before those ones actually happen.
You know, so going there, you now see that the medical was a challenge too, because they could not manage my right eye who got affected, and
So
I lost the right eye. You know, so but coming out of the military, I decided that okay, I'm going to partner with other pressure groups and see that the government listens. And that was how we started to step down on so many things, got it registered, the retired members of Nigerian Armed Forces, and started to push for veterans welfare. We started with medical and some benefits, financial benefits that were not paid. You know, and today they have defense health, you know, and even in that defense health, like this my glass now, you will still pay to get the glass. You know, you will still pay for some, like I went for eye drops, they will give you like 5 on the list, give you 2, the other 3 we don't have, you go and buy it somewhere. And you are looking at a military man, you are paying pension like 30,000 naira. He doesn't have accommodation, government didn't give him accommodation. Now he has all of these medical defects. So this particular one that we are talking about, the brother agreed to give him a kidney. And they flew him to India. The family who were angry already that okay, maybe he's not be able to contribute. He's a military man, doesn't have any political appointment, he doesn't have any oil and gas appointment, you know. And along the line, complications came before the transplant. So the doctor said, hey, we need to treat this, we need to clear these complications medically. So they started spending from the money they saved for transplant.
So there might be givers out there that want to contribute to what you are saying.
Yeah.
How will they reach out to you so that you're like, oh, our military men, let's do this for them.
We are very grateful, madam, with this. I actually didn't want to impose this on you.
No, it is.
Because I saw that we were coming here. By January, so many of you saw our protest at Abuja. I just came back from the US, then we locked the 2 gates in Abuja and we slept there. There is a picture on social media where I slept at the gate of Ministry of Defense. Why? I am tired of seeing them die. I went to Warri, I went to greet one Major Egaga. Before I knew what was happening, he was telling me, so will I die and they will not give me my peanut benefits? His messages are still on my phone. And these are combatant officers that make Nigeria to be stable till today. You know, and Major E died. You know, so when we start talking about this things, we are afraid to make people contribute any money because we like helping ourselves. We don't come out because it looks like it becomes a campaign, you know. But if you want to reach the retired members of Nigerian Armed Forces to help maybe the children in school or any of the medically disabled, okay, can you remember that some soldiers meet explosives on the way? We call it ambush, vehicle explosive, and sometimes suicide bombers enter there. Can you remember that sometimes some people just go there and shoot all the soldiers? Majority of them get medical condition. Hear this and hear it clearly. They call it medically unboarded discharged soldiers. Their money was cut short. Even as medically unboarded, they were also disqualified from some financial benefits. Whom they are supposed to get more benefits than some of us that have 2 feet and 2 hands to also try to fend for ourselves. So if you want to consider approaching us, you can reach me on my number 081 6502 1946. I repeat, 081 6502 1946. When you reach me, I'm not going to take anything from you. I'm going to connect you to the executives of the retired members of Nigerian Armed Forces and the National Financial Secretary, the National Coordinator. We discuss with you on anything you want to do. I am the National Secretary, and I'm just giving you the opportunity from Pink TV. Thank you, ma'am. I'm
really touched because most times you don't know the work of these military officers in the life of people. I remember I was telling somebody in the year 2001 when we met armed robbers around barracks. Early 2001, I started off in LASU as a diploma student waiting for my WAEC and for my JAM to come outside pending in our enter 100 level. That evening they were doing convocation and some armed robbers attacked everybody from that, in short, from that boat towards barracks. And guess what? When the army people were alerted that we were locked in between the roads, and guess what? These armed robbers did not even shoot in the air, they were shooting in the crowd. You understand? Because even when we came that day, they won't want us, we driving, that if they are doing convocation in LASU, they better you just come so that in case you are locked in the hold up, you come down, use leg and trek. So I parked my car at home, and that was what saved me, because I don't know what will have happened. Because if you know what happened, God saved my life. Because the car I was supposed to enter was in between the crossfire. They shot everybody in that car. But guess what happened? The military from their barracks heard what was going on, came out. I respected them. If they will remember what happened there. When everybody thought, when they said the military has been alerted, everybody thought that the military would just come and face them like head to head. Guess what? The military cornered them, chopped the face, wow, closed on the ambulance on the other side. So the ambulance started shooting the other way, and we the civilians now found a way to leave. I respected the military band. So ever since that day, I know nobody is fantastic in this world. If I see them, I will smile at them because it is not easy to carry gun. Me, if I see gun, I go to panic. Then somebody will go and face danger. We should have conscience. We should be. There's a word I want to say. Sometimes the frustration, I think they should be working on, they need a lot of psychiatric evaluations from most of them that come from war. These are the things the government should invest in to take them out of that war zone, because sometimes when they see civilians shouting at them, they always feel as if they are still in the war zone. So we civilians too, we should learn to be kind at times, because we are not in the abroad where they have facilities the way we don't have it here. So we should be kind to our officers. Do you understand? I will not lie to you, I'm condemning any acts against any officer, because they are out there risking their life and they are sleeping at home. But I also want to beg the officers to also take it easy on the civilians, because we civilians, let me tell you, even as a lawyer, people call us liars. But we know that we cannot say you are the one, because we work with facts all the time. I hope you understand. So people don't know where you are coming from. So please, I'm begging everybody to just find a way. Let's not retaliate the way we see things. Somebody will go on, is shouting at you and you are shouting back. Oh, but let me not die, don't die, you. Please, we should be kind to ourselves. The officers should be kind to us, and we too should be kind to them. Please, I'm begging everybody. I'm very happy I spoke to you today, because a lot of things is happening. Then I want us to touch on, we have 5 minutes to go, but I want us to touch on Nigerians living abroad. They are fueling the insecurity in Nigeria. And sometimes the news I hear, somebody call me and say, Lagos is burning. Burning about what? The whole Lagos is burning after the election. I say, who burned who? You might guess some place might be burning. But when you say Lagos is burning, I think it's a very large word to say. If you come here and say Okoko is burning, it's a two different thing. Or a house in Okoko was flashlight. But when you use the word Lagos is burning, some people, their mind like, the whole Lagos is on fire. So dissemination of information coming from people, I will not use the word, I want to use one word for them. The people that have jackpot and the one that they burn their oil, that are Nigerians based abroad. They carry more fake news, more than even the bloggers that are based here. So how are we going to address it? Because it's still an insecurity problem.
Well, apart from the law, because one of the things that make people not be able to abuse information outside of the country, it's also the law. You know, because it will ask you and you will face consequences. You know, so if we can have that, that will be fine. But I want to say this: someone should sit on the National Orientation Agency desk. Somebody should sit there. If there is someone sitting there, you are hitting billions of people now on Facebook. You have someone sitting there, someone is hitting billions of people on Instagram, on TikTok. If there's someone sitting there and is driving his car, any of his directors of the National Agency, and is going to the area where there is a rumored strike, and it's saying, I'm here, please can you direct us to the site where it is? You will need to counter lies with truth. You know, you need to counter fake with real. You will need to be on real time. You must have chat points. There are so many young Nigerians that are tech savvy that can work from home. The National Orientation Agency should give those children that opportunity to work from home. They will be answering chats immediately on their websites, on their handles, and answering you with facts. Because everybody wants to reach somebody. And if you cannot reach somebody, you will reach anybody.
Exactly.
And that anybody will now happen to be the fake news propagators. How do fake news propagators work? They share the links. They make sure it goes viral. They pay people to share. They said if you share more to 2,000 people, you will get this. They give some other people money to set up blogs that they know they can be online all the time. You know, and you know, somebody was giving an Uber to be driving. I say, see your car? He say, yes. How? He said, I was giving because he's handling an online site for someone. You know, okay, that is empowerment. Where is the government? In a situation where there is no government, a government institutes itself and begins to flood negative vibes everywhere. So I will employ the National Orientation Agency to get people that will work with you. They call it partnership. Pink TV is one. They can approach you, you can see something and say what is, not anything. And you can quote them. And they can use your platform. They can use my platform. You know, so if they have that kind of connect, sensitivity and correlation of appropriate news will be going round to counter the fake news. So I hold the National Orientation Agency to ransom on this fake news propagation?
Thank you for the information. I'm sure viewers out there enjoyed this segment. Do you have any last word for them before we round up? Because I'm really enjoying your stay here.
Okay, the only what I want to say is this. What I want to say is this. If you call yourself a Nigerian, even when you travel out of the country and you establish legitimate residency, citizenship, also know that you have relatives, you have cousins, nephews, nieces, people that will still grow up and get old as Nigerians. So you owe this space a lot of responsibility. So we must put our hands together. I have met many people that want to give me money to truncate XYZ along the line. I refuse. It will help your business. I refuse. It will help your future, your plan, and I refuse. Why? Because it will help me, but it will destroy the opportunities of a lot of Nigerians. We must come together to agree on everything that will take Nigeria forward. Thank you.
Thank you for this wonderful time with you. It's a pleasure. And I pray I'll be seeing more of your time on this my show, because we need to be enlightened and educated about security and insecurity. Things going on in this Nigeria. Before you came, a newscaster from NTA, you can see my banners. It's permanent.
Yeah.
I hope you understand. She was reading a news and the banner fell on her live. And two things I discovered there that was not playing right. I don't know how old is that video, but for it to be in circulation, I mean, maybe it just happened. Number one, the banner. So these are insecurity. Number two, what she was reading. At this point in time, you don't read. It's either you read it like 5 or 6 times and you get acquainted to the words, that when you read one, you know that you know the words to come. Go and listen to Rishi Sunak. This is the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. He is not a Christian, he's Hindu, but he read the Bible verse for the coronation of King Charles III. And guess what? Man, I thought that guy crammed the Bible. When he reads one word hands down, he reads the remaining, staring at everybody. I was like, how long have they given this guy this Bible verse? That is how professional you treat things. She was head bent and she was not paying attention. She could have died. We were laughing, yes. A lot of people, you can see their laughing sign on the video. Look at the live video through the reflection.
Yeah.
We laughed, right? But she would have just died. And what is her condition after such everything hit her head and her back? We don't know the impact of it along the line as time goes on. So we should pay attention to every details. Our life, we have to secure our life. Do you understand? The insurance, does she have insurance? After that thing, will they treat her for 1 or 2? Because that kind of lady, she's already in trauma.
Yeah.
But she's reading now, she might just be doing like this.
Yeah.
For months before she'll get herself. So then pay attention to her security. And people flaunting money on the internet, like I said, go and read the law very well. If you want to consult me, I am a lawyer. I will charge you for consultation fee. But what I will tell you now is that there are limited number of amount of cash you can keep at home.
Yeah.
So flaunting that they gave you 15 million naira, I will not have that you have deposited in the bank. You are committing money laundering.
Yeah.
And you spraying money in events. I will say, if you work hard for your money, spraying of money will not be your problem. There are people who really need the money. You can easily send 5 million to the couple without us knowing.
Yeah.
So we should pay attention, because why? You are allowing the criminals out there that you have money at home, 15 million, and they can bubble your home, and even anything can happen in between. to be aware. Flaunting of money on the internet is not something I'm advising anybody to do. You can flaunt any other thing, go to parties and show your nice dress, but be wary of the kind of things you flaunt. So I would like us to rise. What did I press on my phone? I would like us to rise to say our group. I hope you are not taller than my camera. Okay. So before you will go, every guest, you came with somebody.
Yeah, I'm just my driver.
And then your driver will get something.
Yes.
So I will present, because you know what I'm presenting now. For like 4 years, we're almost up 4 years for this our live show. People are like, why do you give to them? We really give them something. But I usually do it with that. But you see this here and say yes. So on behalf of people, so on behalf of Pink Republic TV, it's just a little talking for you to enjoy. There's another pack for your driver. You cannot even come within our vicinity and not get anything.
Thank you.
So thank you all for watching. It's not easy. It's not easy for you to burn your data and watch me every Thursday where I will laugh chat with you. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you picked up 1 or 2 things and also reach out to him, because we have some ex-military men, even ex-policemen too, that are abandoned. Have you ever been to their barracks? That's why I used to say all those kind of places now witchcraft they exist when you don't be where you will go. You'll be in your comfortable home and condemn every other thing, but I've not seen you done anything for the government. I think this is the time government should say everybody help everybody. So because they say now, from one analysis I saw, that each person in Nigeria is owing 230,000. As I tell like this 230,000 naira, I'm owing. If not, I will belong to another country. So I'm owing it with 300,000. As they work out for road, 300,000 in your head. But I pray that we are going to pay up our debt. And I want to assure everybody that there is nothing is going to happen on May 29. The world is not going to end. The way people are talking about, hey, let me tell you, even P2B is going through the courts. And he does not want violence. So every other party members are going through the court. So pay attention to the judgment. Please don't be shouting, hey, May 29, Nigeria will scatter. World will not end. May 29 is a public holiday. We all sit down at home, watch what is going on. And any other thing that the court declare is them. Please, let's not spread false rumors to break this country. Now we come to I don't want Japa again, oh. I dey here, oh. Please, let's maintain static quo. And as long as I run before my own banner, go follow.